Hey everybody, welcome in this newest episode of Juno Livestream. So yes, the sound is good, I hope so. So we're gonna continue today to build our project of adding a top-up with an external wallet on cycle.watch. And my idea today is to do the part where we interconnect an external wallet. So if we remember what we want to do, I think we have that here, right? Maybe not. Yes. So what we want to do is in the UI, we want to have a button to connect an external wallet. And then when the wallet is connected, we want to do an approve. And later, once that is done, we want to use the serverless function to do some top up to some canisters. And what we're gonna have a look today is that part where let's take color. What we want to do is this part here. We want to connect the external wallet, get the answers, do the approve, right? Okay, so we are building that in cycle.watch. Last week we have set up the local environment, so I will start it again. Alright, so here I'm gonna start the backend, and here I will start the front end. And if I open it to yes. If I go on main and I zoom, right, so if we open that here, I should also, no, I don't know, so I'm on port 4, so let's sign in. So did I use another identity? Maybe 1000. Yes, you see here I have like a satellite, which is, by the way, let me start the Juno console so that we see where we are. Okay. So in the Juno console, I should have DLNBD, and that's this one, right? So this satellite here is this satellite there. You see we have 1.4 and here I have 1.4. Okay. So as I said, what we want to do is we want to interconnect an external wallet. So what I've prepared, not too much, but prepare just a bit. If I check out this branch, you see now here I have a button, so I thought that when we open here, it's open popover, and here we want to add, to interconnect a wallet. So here I'm gonna use OISY, but basically it's any wallet because we're gonna use the same standard. And those standards are defined on the internet computer in this repository, the working group identity and authentication, and we are going to use, without knowing, but maybe it's interested to know, a set of various standards, which are 25, 27, which allow us to read an account. Delegation is everything that has to do with the transport, like with derivation origin, and call calister is the one that will ultimately interest you. And yeah, so to implement this without reinventing the wheel, we're gonna use a library, and there are various libraries on the internet computer, but I will use the one that is mostly used for testing purpose, but it's the same one that I use also on the Juno console, which is the OISY wallet signer. So that library is primarily meant for OISY for the sign-out part. So if we have a look to our schema, not the part where you ask things, but really the part really the part where the wallet itself does something, and that's what that library does. And you see here you have all the parts which describe the wallet. But there is also a part which is the client, which is mostly there to validate the implementation, run the test, the end-to-end test, and so on. But it's also a client that you can use if you just want to do approve and transfer, right? And if we have a look at the demo, so maybe let's try here. If I sign in here, so I'm gonna use like a normal sign up with 2. Then here you see I can connect a wallet, and it's what we want to do. I want to connect a wallet, call OISY or whatever wallet. Then the user sign in the wallet. Then there is a question of permission that we're gonna have a look. And once there is the connection, here I see which account and which balance. And here we do a transfer, but what we want to do in our case, not a transfer, but an approve, right? But it's the same. We want to implement the same back and forth. All right, so first thing first, we need to install the library. There is probably installation here, no? Yeah. So I go in my project here and I install the dependency. All right. Then what we want to do is we want to connect, but not the ICP. We want to, yeah, we can actually. Let me check if we have what we need in the ICP wallet. There is transfer and there is approve, which is the one that we want to use, right? And we are only interested in ICP, I guess, so we can use it. All right, so in our application, we have a button here that when I click should make that connection, okay? So let's do that. So you see here I already have like the click event. Let's use Svelte. 5. All right. Okay. So we're gonna make an async function, and we create the wallet. And here we directly see when I copy the snippet, I can provide an URL, and that URL is, I guess you understand it, but it's this one, where does that wallet live? And because we are working locally here, we cannot just contact mainnet, so we have to find a way to work locally. So what we can do actually is that repository has end-to-end test, and because it has end-to-end test, it has demo application, and because it has demo application, we can run the demo application. So I already have it locally, but let's go. I guess you would do a git clone, right? But we have it here. So I'm on main. I'm probably up to date. All right. So we go in this demo repo, or even here. No, in demo, I think. And you see here there is a dev wallet. All right. So if I take this one now here, you see here, that's the wallet. I think it's correct. If I sign in here, cat 9. Let's meet 2 seconds. So here we are on 5987, okay? And here it asks for the port. Okay, we just have to adapt the port. So we are here, there, and I guess somewhere there should be a sign in. Okay. Here you see there is the port. So what we're gonna do, I might add like an option. We're just gonna replace the port here. All right. And now, okay, super. And you see I'm already on the same replica. I don't have to deploy anything because we just need the ledger and the CMC, and authority is already set. So here I see that's my user ID. I don't have a balance, and oh, that would be really crazy if that worked. Ah, that's so beautiful. I love it. Okay, so okay, I'm really proud of that one, I have to say. So actually those end-to-end tests run against a Juno Docker image, and since we use the same Juno Docker image for our local environment, the same administration function that allow to get ICP is already implemented, and yeah, it just works out of the box. I love it. All right, so what we want to do is with this button, I want to open this. So what we have to do is provide, where was I? This URL, okay, because that's our wallet, where it lives. Even /sign. So what we're gonna do is, let me zoom. Yeah, better, right? So instead of using, of course, in production we're not gonna use that, but here we want to use sign. Okay, and here I will console log the wallet. So let me close this and that. Okay, right? So We click, and you see here we have the page that is already open, and we don't have the console log. That's because that signer library, at least for now, and its implementation in OISY, establish the, how do you say that, the transport or the channel only when the user signed it here. So here I'm gonna sign in with whatever identity, and you see now I got my connection that is established. Okay, so if we continue the okay, that's interesting. Okay, so we're probably gonna want that too, I guess. Let's see later. So we have the wallet, blah blah blah. That's interesting. We want do we want a disconnect option? Probably not, but we want to disconnect it. So what we're gonna do is we actually create a state for the wallet, right? And we're gonna use it like that, and then what we add is a non-destroy, which in worst case at least disconnect the wallet when we close the window. I'm not sure exactly how it behaves. I don't think it closed the window. Yeah, it did close the window, you see, which is nice. All right. Okay. Hi. Where were we? So we have disconnected, and now the thing is, the standard have a notion of permission. For example, you cannot just ask for an approval and then it goes through. There is a logic that say, for example, or let's say you want to read the accounts, what we want to do here, right? We want to read the account. The wallet doesn't answer and give you the accounts automatically. What the wallet does is it kind of, not kind of, what it does is, that's annoying, like this. What it does is it says, does the user has the user the permission to read the account? If yes, answer. If no, then ask for permission, right? And there are several of this permission, and we don't want the user to always have to accept. And those OISY provide you with a new principle such as to. So the signer we are using is not meant for authentication. It really gives you an account. It doesn't give you a delegation. So you cannot, for example, get an identity from OISY and then you can do some stuff. And then regarding principle, what gives you OISY, it actually gives you the account ID that you get if you sign in directly in OISY, right? So, for example, yeah, let me show you that. We wanted to use the demo right here. So if I connect OISY here, I get an account ID U6PQ5. But if I go to OISY and I check my addresses, you see U6PQ blah 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 blah. So the one that you get here is the same as you get there as being logged. Okay? And yeah, tell me if it's not alright, you int, or we check it again. Okay? Alright, so yeah, there is that notion of permission, and we don't want to break the flow of the user. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask upfront the permission ones, which are saved for a week right now. So what we do is, so we have done that. We're gonna take this. Okay. Oh, I will just do that right now. So here we have the wallet. Okay. And we request all the permissions that are not yet granted. Here we had a to-do. That would be no, the permissions are not granted. And cool, happy to hear if it's clear. And we're gonna do the thing. So if I refresh, go here, OISY. I don't have to sign up because I'm already signed up. And here you see now I'm asking those permissions. And right now there are two types of permission. There are the permission to provide back the accounts, or there are the permission to ask the user for canister call. Means that, again, if I would not approve this right now, at some point it will be asked automatically for me, just a convenience reason. So here I accept both permission. It's actually the same as, just to show you again. Sorry. Let me take this. If we go here, oh, that's a bit dumb. OISY, I will sign out. And here I will connect again. I think he will ask the permission. I'm not sure if they are saved or not. It doesn't ask because they asked it once. Okay, all right. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So let's accept those. And nothing happened. So it's because I did not put a console log. So we're gonna add another one. So you see now we have asked the permission. So if I do it again, I will not be prompted. I get true automatically. And that's because the permissions are already being granted. But I think that if I'm not sure if I kill those here. If I log out, it depends. Right now they are saved on the client side, so I'm not sure they will be requested again. Yeah, they aren't, you see. Yeah, they aren't. But if here I sign in with another account, I think he will ask again. Yeah, you see, you got the permission, you accept, and you got true. All right. Okay. I think I will have two tabs. So now that we have the permission, let me just check if there is a question. No question. Okay, let's continue. So now that we have the permission, there is no fine grain here. Like it's like we ask for all the permission, so we ask for the account, so we know that if we have all the permission, we have the right to access the account. So we can take the wallet and use the function accounts. That's just gonna return us the account. And the account here, the account is an ICRC account. It's plural and its owner and so on. So here, that's the first one. So okay, let's do that. So let's try. So here I sign in. Okay, here I got Emma blah blah blah, and here you see I got MRV blah blah blah. I got the same account, right? So in few clicks we are already at that point where we have make a connection. I'm gonna make that a bit like this. Yes, like that. We have made a connection. We have asked for permission if needed, and then we have read the account, and we are here, right? So we already did all the steps. Yeah, not too bad, right? So we're just gonna do a bit of a, do you know when it's going out of beta? Actually, I don't know, honestly. So like since beginning of the year, I focus mostly on I focus on Juno, and therefore I don't got that much anymore in OISY, and I hear a bit also less things about it. So yeah, but still know all the stuff about signing. So yeah, unfortunately I cannot really answer, but I guess soon, because the team is working really hard. Where was I? Yeah. So all right. So okay, we have the account. That would be nice to display the account once I'm connected here, not display the button, but display that I'm connected, right? So what we're gonna do is I will also do account. I think it's an ICRC account. Yes. And here we're gonna do the same. Okay. And here we're gonna non-nullish account like this. And of course, now if I start doing this kind of things, we should maybe improve our destroy function. So we're gonna do a const disconnect, where we do like a nice cleanup of everything. So we're gonna reset those two. Okay. Even though, but yeah, just for the state of the art. Okay. And here, when we are connected, I think, what do I do? Div. Okay. So let's just do a span like that. Okay. And here we're gonna send span connected, and here span title, but actually that will be a bit ugly, I think, because here we have connect the wallet connected. That's a bit dumb, right? So what we're gonna do is okay, in wallet connect I just want to connect actually, and connect OISY blah blah blah. Okay, we're gonna put those two in the parent, that way we can use that and create multiple components. So that's not really interesting because I'm a bit opinionated. So let's do something like wallet here. That way we can have a bit like a nice encapsulated function, and not in the popover kind of. So I would put that in the wallet. Okay, I would take that in the wallet too. Okay, here we're gonna remove this so that in my popover I really just have everything that is related to the UI and nothing related to the logic. Okay, so that's wallet connect, right? And connect to wallet. So this can go in it. Okay, and this can go also there. Nice. But then here we don't want this too. We want to put that at the top. That way here. That way we have that in the parent too. That's gonna be a bit more cool. So what we do now is here we create an interface where we have the wallet, and the account, and we're gonna use those props here. Okay, and we're gonna set them as bindable. That way we can bubble the information. And here props. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, but then okay, that's super. And here we have the account. That's super. And in the parent now what we can do is yeah, I'm not sure that's clean, but let's do like that. Okay, and here now we can put our if is nullish account this, and else we are connected. Let's just check if that works. That was too fast or what? Okay, we are connected. Super, right? So now that we are connected, here we can okay, here we're gonna do a wallet approve mask, because ultimately it's what we want to do, right? We want to ask for an approval, right? So Okay, and here I'm gonna do that, and I think I'm gonna actually assert that those are defined in the parent. So here we're gonna even do is nullish wallet. Doesn't make really sense, but yeah, I mean. And here we do wallet approve, okay? And here we pass the wallet that have been defined, and we pass the account that we have retrieved. And so wallet approve. We're gonna do the same span. We're just gonna display the account, right? And I suggest that I guess I'm here, huh? So if I connect, I got that, right? And hello. So here we want to display this account, and to do that we gonna decode or encode. Is it decode? We need also that's an ICRC account, so we need the ledger ICRC. There is a function called encode that takes an ICRC account and return a string, and that's what we want. So for display purpose, I mean. So here we and we encode. Okay, so then here I can put this and put the account in it, and it's not happy because it's not the same type. Okay, so we're gonna let account as text equals derived. So we're gonna do that account as text, and here it will complain, so we have to pass the owner, which is a principal. So principal from text account dot owner. You see, because it's a string, that's the reason. And it doesn't use sub account, but we're still gonna pass it. So it's an array or a number, and here what do I have? String 2. So so non-nullish this, that's gonna be, what is it? The text, right? So base 64 to unit array, I guess. All right. So what I did is, like, I encode, I convert because I need a principal, and here I need that's a string or undefined, and here I need a sub account, which is a unit array or an array of number. So I use the base 64 to unit array, which is actually exposed by the library. I did not know that. That's cool. Okay. But no, you see, that doesn't work. So I have to install definity/utils, which is a library that comes from the same repo here, and which has that base, I think, no? Interesting. Let me check that. That's gonna be interesting to see. Okay. I'm checking if it's exposed or not. Yeah. So we have it here. It's maybe something I should add then in the library if it's not exposed, right? Because here this is not exposed, so yeah, I will do that after the call. That way we have the function that is available. Because in ICGS, not sure we have that. Yeah, all right. I will expose that afterwards. So in the meantime, to not block us, what I'm gonna do is I will ignore that and I will comment this because we don't need it since there is no sub account right now in OISY. So to do expose in signer library, right? So if we go here, do I have an issue? Okay, you see now we have the account ID, which is the same MRHQV. Okay, and as we say, what time is it? Yeah, we still have the time. We want to be here, right? Oh, there. We want to make the approve. So actually, we want to be here. That's better. So you see, we want to ask the wallet for that account to ask the ledger to make an approve and then return if it's all right. So what we're gonna do is I take a button here, I add a button on that screen, and right now we're not gonna add an input field or whatever, we're just gonna do ask approval. Okay, just what's there. And I don't know if I have an icon that makes sense. Copy, edit, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'll put an icon later on, but right now we're just gonna do icon publish, no ID. And here I put a function that is ask approve. Let's do it like that. Okay, here. And so if we go back here, we have our ask approval. So if we go back to the signer, that's where we want to do that call canister, which is that ICRC 49. So basically what you want to do again is we prepare our payload and then through the wallet we call the wallet to make that approve. So I will, since it's already late, so I just gonna copy paste some code because that's probably faster. Right. So we want to a payload. So let me check what we're gonna do. We want to do wallet.ICRC to approve, which takes an ICRC to approve request. Funny that I have a ledger canister ID here. All right, so okay, that's our request. In the request, we have a spender, and here that's gonna be fun. So what we want to do is, again, we ask the wallet because later we want to do something in the serverless function. So that means that we want to do something from our backend, right, or our satellites. So that's why that what we want to do is we effectively want to make later on, what was I here? 2009, I think. We want to make the call from this one ultimately. So we want to tell the ledger, okay, you can use ICP if the call is made for myself for this one. So I can hard code it, but I think that I have a no, sorry. Wrong. I want to make this one. So let me draw that. So we have cycle.watch, and in cycle.watch, I'm observing this satellite. That can be anything. A satellite A, let's call it like that. But actually, cycle.watch is itself satellite.b, right? And we are opening the wallet, which in turn will make an approve on the ICP ledger. So what we want to do is here we get the account from that wallet, and then we want to say that wallet that we want an approve so that this one later can really make the transfer, right? So this wallet gives approval to this one. So okay, so that's a variable, so I can use satellite ID here. Okay, so in our wallet approve here, the spender actually gonna be the satellite. Okay, and then so I'm just gonna put that in a constant. Blah. Okay, so here I think we do probably have an ICP, I guess, and things we will need later is we probably don't want to have like an approval that lists forever. So at some points here we're gonna set now plus 5 minutes or something. So that's why I have the to do. We're gonna have a look. And here now we can have the owner. So the owner is the account, I think. Let me check the documentation. Yeah, the account and the request. Okay, cool. And if everything goes well, the approve should be fine. Okay. Oopla. So, ooh, what's happening? Ah, have an issue with the that's a type. Okay, nice. Yeah, because he cannot import what's just a type. So here we connect. I'm too fast or something. I should have a look. Anyway, so now if I do the ask approval, I have an error. What do I have? Because it's not a principal. So this one here, what it is, it's text. So I'm gonna do principal from text. Okay, so let's try again. Okay, so let's try again. Okay, you see, so now what it's doing is it has sent here a request for that approval, but the wallet doesn't send that directly to the ledger. Actually, what does the wallet is, you see here it's super ugly because I don't render the markdown, but if you do that here, you have like a nice markdown content, right? That's because actually what's happening is, if we zoom in, right? So here I got cycle.watch that requests the approve, and here yeah, let's do that. We have the wallet, and here we have the ledger. So what does the wallet? It asks the ledger to give me a consent message, right? So basically it asks the ledger, that's another standard, to generate a text that can be presented to the user for approval. Yeah, approval, that's a bit unfortunate, right? It returned that here. So here that's gonna be a user of cycles.watch, just to be clear. It gets the message, it renders it, and basically then it says the user, are you agree? Okay, and if the user says no, I'm not agree, then it rejects and nothing happened. But if the user then approves, yes, I'm agree, then only at that time here is really the approve transmitted, you see? So there is always that confirmation that you don't send some whatever data. So it's kind of like a security reason, like to always let the user have a chance to verify what's happening, to not being hacked and whatever. And in that case, of course, here it's like the presentation is garbage, but when you have a nice presentation, then the user is able to say, yeah, indeed, I want to transfer 0.0.ICP from to, okay? And in our case, because that's a transfer and here it's an approve, we have authorize another address to withdraw another one. So the address is following 10, so that's our satellite ID, blah, 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 0.5 ICP, and the allowance will be set to 0.5, okay, blah, blah, blah. And here, as I said, we still have to do that, okay, and I'll approve. And then it really does the call. And only then we have really the success, right? Okay, So yeah, not too bad for today. So what we still have to do is a bit of cleanup. Then we're gonna have to probably review a bit that, and because I'm not sure that I don't have like a destroy or something that is not there, and once it's connected here I should probably add an input field so that the user can say how many, and then I think we can do that last week is we can add here I have the account but I don't display the balance, so it would be nice to display what's the current balance. It would be nice to add an input field. Then it would be nice because we do a top up or a swap ICP to cycle, so it would be nice to have like that input field where you enter one ICP and then you know exactly how many cycles it is. And once we have that, once we have all the UI, we can go to the serverless part. Okay, so I think next week we polish the front end with the balance and that conversion ICP cycles, and then we go on. And if there is any question in the meantime, you just ping me. Cool? Super! So thanks for having joined that live, and thank you for attending it. And yeah, thank you, and see you next week. Enjoy. Bye bye.